Aries 1 provides engineering services to the entire range of assets and activities, right from upstream to downstream sectors that define the offshore, oil and gas, and shipping industries.
Training video for well stimulation conversion. This video includes a brief exposure regarding well stimulation conversion. Well stimulation is a well intervention performed on an oil or gas well to increase production by improving the flow of hydrocarbons from the drainage area into the well bore. Stimulation is the opening of new channels in the rock for oil and gas to flow through easily. Well stimulation systems are the facilities installed on vessels for the purpose of stimulation of wells to improve their productivity of oil and/or gas. Well stimulation systems may include acidizing equipment, fracturing blenders, pumping units, hydration and chemical additive systems, supporting equipment such as coiled tubing, lifting equipment, well control equipment, pressure vessels, piping, electrical components and control systems. Well stimulation technique. Well stimulation is a treatment method that seeks to increase the rate of oil and gas production flow from the reservoir in new or workover wells. It is used for situations where the natural reservoir flow characteristics are not favorable and need to be improved for effective oil-gas recovery. Well stimulation vessels. Well stimulation vessel means the offshore support vessels which are capable of injecting stimulation into the oil-gas wells at sea, while offshore support vessels mean those vessels with the special functions to provide transportation services, performance activities and emergency responses in support of offshore engineering or exploration, exploitation or production of offshore energy resources or alternative energy resources. A well stimulation vessel mainly provides services for production of wells, injects stimulation substances into wells through the operation of well stimulation installations and equipment to improve the productivity of oil and/or gas, support the offshore engineering production. Class notation and requirements. Vessels fitted with well stimulation systems that comply with the class requirements are eligible to be assigned additional class notation. Well stimulation vessel. Vessels designed to be well stimulation ready, that comply with class rules, are assigned with the notation as offshore support vessel WS ready. Class guidelines for well stimulation notation. It is the responsibility of the owner to select the class most suitable for the intended service and ensure that the vessel is operated in a safe environment with respect to the risk of fire and explosion. Required documents for approval and certification: hull plans, trim and stability booklets, arrangement plans and equipment data, strength calculations, documentation. Applicable rules: we have to follow the general guidelines by the classification where the vessel is classed. In addition to that, we have to refer following codes and requirements from the Flag Administration: OSV code, IBC code, IEC code. Our involvement: we have to perform following job scopes once the owner confirmed the vessel for well stimulation conversion. Feasibility study, including preparation of concept layout and hazardous area plan with stimulation equipment for owner review and approval. Upon completion of feasibility study and owner confirmation, we will be going ahead with engineering design for the well stimulation conversion, which includes following: preparation of layouts, acid tank structure design drawings, stimulation equipment foundation drawings, modification of piping system drawings, deck strength and equipment foundation analysis, vessel stability calculations, preparation of required manuals for stimulation project. Class approvals and certification follow-ups. A feasibility study has to be performed including following: layout showing all the well stimulation equipment, acid tanks and control stations as per client and tender requirement. New hazardous area plan with stimulation equipment. Stability check for the compliance of the vessel with EMO stability criteria and wind criteria and crane operation criteria. Compliance to the damage stability is checked by comparison of limiting GM provided in existing approved stability booklet. Well stimulation layout. Well stimulation equipment layout and hazardous area plan is key drawings in this well stimulation conversion. An initial layout showing all the well stimulation equipment is per input from the stimulation company to meet the tender requirement. In the initial layout we have to show all the well stimulation equipment, modification to the existing structure and additional platforms and walkways for safe access to all the areas. A new crane is required for the equipment handling and the crane has to reach whole main deck. The capacity of the crane to be considered as per tender data. Hazardous area plan. Once the layout is confirmed by client, we will have to prepare hazardous area plan referring class rules, OSV code, IEC code and IBC code. In the hazardous area plan we have to show host vessels updated area classifications due to installation of the well stimulation equipment and the equipment certification demonstrating its suitability to the intended hazardous area classification. Design stage plans showing the arrangement, details, and interface of the well stimulation equipment onboard the host vessel are to be prepared and submitted for approval. We can categorize the above requirement for document preparation as per our standards. General plan drawings, structural drawings, piping drawings, strength calculations, stability documents, manuals. General plan drawings. General arrangement plan of the vessel showing the proposed location of each equipment onboard the vessel. Hazardous area plan. We have to show host vessels updated area classifications due to installation of the well stimulation equipment and the equipment certification demonstrating its suitability to the intended hazardous area classification. Updated fire control plan as per latest general arrangement plan with stimulation equipment. Fire protection plan has to be prepared if we are modifying the existing structure at main deck. Damage control plan to be prepared if we are modifying existing tank openings, access openings which is affecting damage stability of the vessel. Strength calculations. All the well stimulation equipment shall be placed on the main deck, hence a complete deck strength analysis to be done as per class guidelines. In some cases client may ask to provide the design for standard custom-made acid tanks. In this case strength calculation for the acid tank structure including skid foundation design will be in our job scope. Structural drawings. Following areas we need to cover in the structural drawings. Drawings showing the well stimulation equipment securing details and arrangements of C fastening. Drawings showing scantlings and details for the supporting deck structure on which the equipment is to be installed has to be prepared. A detailed drawing showing the drip trays for collecting cargo residues in cargo lines and hoses are to be prepared. In addition to above we have to prepare new modification drawings such as storage platform design drawings, existing structure modification drawings, crane foundation drawings. Piping drawings along with well stimulation system design drawing from the supplier. We have to prepare integration with the host vessel's piping modification drawings as part of conversion. Following are the major piping drawings to be prepared for the conversion. Fuel oil piping, drill water piping, air vent and piping, bilge piping system, compressed air piping. Stability documents. Lightship weight calculation shall be prepared to estimate the total weight after modification for the stability calculation. Calculations demonstrating the adequacy of the vessel Euro-S intact and damage stability for the well stimulation processing equipment and the tanks anticipated to be installed and operated on board are to be prepared submitted. Based on lightship weight calculation and preliminary stability, inclining experiment procedures shall be prepared based on class requirement. After inclining, final stability booklet has to be prepared and submitted for approval. Manuals. The operating manual is to be prepared reflecting the list of well stimulation equipment to be used, its location and its deployment and stowage procedures. Based on MARPOL 73/78 requirement, procedures and arrangement manual to be prepared and submitted. Damage control booklet indicating damage control comprises the entire system of maintaining watertight integrity, controlling stability, repairing damage, providing for defense against gas, and caring for injured personnel to prepared and submitted. Shipboard marine pollution emergency plan has to be prepared in accordance with the requirements of Regulation 37 of Annex I and Regulation 17 of Annex II of the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships. The purpose of this plan is to guide the master and mates on board the ship with respect to the steps to be taken when a pollution incident is occurring, has occurred or is likely to occur.